Hello my wonderful students, how are you feeling today? I am Ardi, an English language instructor, and just like you, I learned English later in life and I'm still learning it. Today, I'll share concrete steps to help you stop translating in your head before speaking, and I'll make thinking in English feel easy for you. Now, why do I run this channel in English even though I am not a native speaker? I speak Turkish, Turkmen, and Russian, but I firmly believe English should be taught solely in English, regardless of your level. Because even by watching this video, you'll improve your listening skills, learn new phrases, and spot mistakes in your speech. So before we start, please remember to like this video to reach more language learners, follow my Instagram page, and subscribe here. So let's begin. Step number 1. Name everything around you in English. When I was around 16 or 17, I struggled with saying numbers in context. I could say numbers on their own, like 30, 13, 40, but I found it challenging in sentences, like giving my phone number or reading car plates. So I've been through the language challenge you face. If I overcame them, so can you. So basically, start naming things around you in English, whether it's a book, chair, board, or when you're out like walking, say car, grass, tree, all in English. Read numbers wherever you spot them. Don't skip any. For example, if you see like some numbers written on the wall or anywhere else, read them. Okay, this will be super effective. Step number 2, think simple. Learning English is like learning your first language. Remember when a child starts speaking? They begin with simple words and phrases, right? So your learning journey should mirror that. It's just very similar. Don't stress about finding like exact equivalent in your language, like your mother tongue is different than English. Let me give you one example. Imagine there is a beautiful word in your native language. Let's say it's a C1 level word, okay? When you try to build a sentence and need to use that word in English, you might get stuck searching for its equivalent in your mother tongue, okay? Like, don't put yourself through that. Don't do this one. Instead, express that word in 1 or 2 simple sentences. For example, if you don't know the word neighborhood, let's say you don't know the word neighborhood, you know it in your mother tongue, but you don't know its English, okay? Say, I love my around. Near my house is clean, because you know neighborhood means that. Yeah, so keep it very simple. If you don't know that exact word, okay, in English, try to explain it with sentences or with different words, because English is different language, your mother tongue is different language. Okay. Step 3, make English a habit. Talk to, for example, I'll give very simple examples. Talk to Siri in English, listen to English news, or take courses based on your interested. For example, let's say you're very bored of going to English courses or trying to learn English, okay? Then don't learn English in this way. Let's say that you're interested in art or you're interested in any kind of sports, okay? Take that course in English, okay? You don't need to go to an English course, but you can take that art class in English too, right? So if you have an opportunity, do that. That can be one habit, but there are so many habits that we can turn into English. For example, I said talk to Siri in English, listen to English news, yeah? just one consistent English activity, okay? Because this will switch your brain. Remember, if you push yourself like too hard, it might get like, you might get bored. So just don't push yourself too hard, and remember to track your progress so that you can stay motivated. Step 4. Recap your day in English before sleeping. Mentally talk through your day, like mentioning activities in English sentences. It's like reflecting on your day before you sleep. In your mind, recount the day's events, like I had a coffee today, then I went to work, cooked, joined a Zoom meeting, went out, watched TV, okay? Say all the activities and object names in English. Maybe even build English sentences, but avoid using your mother tongue. This practice will help you improve your thinking in English. And always remember, be patient, because breaking the habit of like translation will take some time. And don't forget to celebrate your small achievements, because it will, motivate you, and it will help you always keep like moving forward. Okay, here the final point I'd like to discuss is a personal story. About 2 years ago, I had a class with group age 17 to 18. It was my first class with them. While I was explaining the topic, one of my students just interrupted me and asked, "Excuse me, teacher, can you say it like in Turkish?" He basically asked me, "Can you explain this topic in Turkish?" I replied, okay, hold on. Please be patient. I won't let you leave without understanding this topic. So don't worry, just pay attention and have patience. I am sure you will understand this. Okay, then the student just sat down and tried to listen to me and tried to focus on the lesson, even if I was continuing only in English. Then, after the lesson, I called the student privately, checked with that student to ensure understanding by asking like several questions. I didn't ask the direct question like, "Did you understand?" as I knew the likely response would be a simple, "Yes, teacher, I did." So actually, yes, he understood, okay? And he was very happy about that. Then the next day, I encouraged all the students to be happy about having English classes only in English, okay? All of my students seemed motivated and pleased and feeling that they could like follow me. They can partially communicate in English with their friends. But my friend, they were at level 1. Before, they had the fear that they cannot understand me. But later on, they realized that even if they were in level 1, if they listen to me carefully, if they listen to each other, they can understand. Then I emphasized an important point. My dear students, like you've been learning English for about like many years, maybe 15, maybe 10. And we're all now like at level 1. Why? Is it because you're not able? No. It's because you learn topic names in English, but the rest in your mother tongue. For example, today we are learning perfect tense, okay? And the rest, they translate, okay? Perfect tense in my mother tongue, like this sentence, okay, I'm translating this into English. That's why it's very hard to learn perfect tense or past tense. Even if you know the grammar, it's very hard to use them later on. That's why we all need to be aware that we're not like learning English in our mother tongue. We're learning a new language, okay? And I said like, okay, you were taught like almost everything in your mother tongue, not in English. let's avoid repeating this mistake. Don't repeat this mistake again. Okay, so and also nowadays there are a lot of great resources that we can use. So like as a student, please, my dear students, please choose wisely. Okay, so why I told you this story? Because I know anyone can learn English with excellent guidance. So I ask everyone not to learn English through translation, because I've seen like numerous English videos on social media, like they just serve as translations, asking how to say something in English. Instead, just like associate new words directly with their meanings rather than memorizing translations. You don't have to find its translation in your mind. If you learn something new, that is new, okay? Just don't try to translate it in your mind. Don't try to find its equivalent in your language. It's not necessary at all, okay? So that's all for today, my friend. Thank you for watching my video till the end. I appreciate you all. Stay awesome, stay connected. See you soon.